Okay, so let's dive into something it's a really bizarre social contradiction when you think about it.
It really is.
We're going to try and understand the mindset of someone who would spend over $1,000, I mean that's 4 times the regular price, just for a ticket that gets them into an air-conditioned bathroom at a music festival.
And then we're juxtaposing that person with, the quiet, unassuming character whose low rank and total obscurity actually grants them almost unlimited invisible power.
Right.
What's so fascinating here is this universal human impulse to seek status and the incredible irony that the easiest path to real power is, it's often the one nobody's even watching.
It's hard to believe these two worlds even connect. Yep. But our mission today is to figure out what Fyre Festival and, say, a Soviet janitor might actually have in common.
Exactly.
We have sources covering everything from festival hierarchies to the psychology of viral fame, and even this deep dive into the almighty janitor trope.
And we're going to connect how these huge marketing failures like Fyre taught us to obsess over luxury, and how that obsession with the top tier completely obscures the real competence hiding at the absolute bottom.
So we want to unpack why rank and what we perceive as status can be so deceptive.
Well, that obsession with external validation, it always starts with spectacle, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And for a modern blueprint of that gone catastrophically wrong, you don't have to look any further than the Fyre Festival.
Ooh, Fyre. It promised this celebrity-level luxury experience on Pablo Escobar's private island, which honestly sounds like the setup for a bad horror movie, but it worked.
It absolutely worked. The marketing was genius.
Stunningly successful, because they didn't sell music, did they? They sold exclusivity.
They sold fantasy, 100%. And the key to Fyre was its distribution channel. It was perfectly targeted at wealthy millennials, and it sold out in less than 48 hours.
48 hours.
All promoted by over 400 major influencers with that one hashtag Fyre Festival. The influencers weren't just advertising, they were, defining the audience. If you went, you were proving you belonged.
And the failure was just as spectacular. Instead of luxury villas, people got those disaster relief tents and the soggy cheese sandwiches.
The infamous sandwiches.
But here's the interesting part, right? Even as it was all imploding, people kept sharing it instantly. It was this perfect model of influence theater, where the performance of just being there was the goal.
Yeah, good or bad, it didn't matter. They had to document it.
And that impulse has now been completely monetized and normalized into what you could call a modern festival caste system.
Oh, absolutely. Look at Coachella, Ultra, EDC. They have these formal, multi-tiered ticket systems where the whole VIP experience has gone from being a luxury to almost a necessity for just basic comfort.
That's such a good point. Let's look at the price for that shift. So using Ultra Miami as an example, general admission is around $300, $350?
Yeah, in that ballpark. But if you want VIP, which is 21 plus only, the tickets start at $1,250.
Wow, so that's easily 4 times the cost.
Okay.
And you're paying that premium for really functional benefits, not true exclusivity.
And the function is always about escaping the crowd. The hierarchy is literally physical at EDC and Ultra. The VIP platforms are actually elevated above the general admission crowds.
So you're looking down on them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the ultimate status marker isn't how close you are to the stage, it's infrastructure. It's no wait times for drinks, easy access to water, and, crucially, those fully stocked AC-controlled bathrooms with mirrors.
You are paying $1,000 extra to use a clean toilet and avoid a line.
Pretty much.
That is peak status signaling. It says, I am willing and able to pay to exempt myself from the inconveniences that the masses have to deal with. The whole system is built on purchasing relief from shared discomfort.
Which is just a complete cultural inversion of where these gatherings came from. Our sources talk about the free festivals in the UK back in the 70s and 80s.
Right, no fees at all.
No fees, bands played for free, and it was all about community, altruism, counterculture. There was no tiered system. Everybody shared the discomfort, and that became part of the communal experience.
So the breakdown of that movement in the mid-90s completely changed the game. Commercial promoters stepped in, costs went up, and they had to rely on corporate sponsors.
And the $28 billion live music industry we see today, it relies on creating that tiered system of exclusion just to justify the investment. You have to create the VIP tier to fund the spectacle itself.
And that luxury trap, that willingness to pay an insane price for recognition, it naturally leads us to the digital world.
Of course. Where status is pursued not just with money, but with extreme personal risk. If a VIP platform at a festival makes you feel important, social validation does the same thing.
And that's a currency that, 95% of teens are constantly trading in? The usage of apps like Instagram and TikTok is it's through the roof.
And this intense pursuit of visibility, of being seen, it drives some really destructive behavior.
It's the immediacy of it, isn't it? The feedback loop combined with the brain's reward system. We know that excessive social media use is directly tied to mental health issues, all driven by that dopamine reward system.
The mescaline pathway, yeah. It governs pleasure, reward, impulsive behaviors. So when you post a dangerous stunt, the likes and shares give you this instant, powerful dopamine hit that reinforces the action. It just overrides any rational fear.
It's an addiction to attention, basically. And the dangers our sources get into they're terrifying. They prioritize visibility over life itself. Take the blackout challenge.
That one is deceptively deadly. 3 minutes without oxygen can cause serious brain damage. 5 minutes can cause death.
And it's been linked to deaths in kids as young as 12.
Tragically, yes. And while that's an extreme example, you see this risk calculus everywhere. There are bizarre health risks, like the one-chip challenge or the NyQuil chicken trend.
Cooking chicken in cough syrup.
Which carries a massive overdose risk because the medicine gets so concentrated.
And it moves beyond just individual stunts, too. It becomes coordinated recklessness. You see challenges like throughway swimming, where drivers weave dangerously on the highway.
Or the cha-cha slide challenge, where they literally swerve their cars to the lyrics of the song. They are risking severe injury and death for a quick surge of online recognition.
It's the ultimate high-risk scenario. And this constant chase for digital perfection is also physically, warping how people see themselves.
You see it so clearly in reality TV. Look at shows like Love Island USA. The sources note that a lot of contestants look strikingly similar.
Lip fillers, lash clusters.
Exactly. This drives a hyper-curated, totally unrealistic beauty standard.
Which creates this huge disconnect between reality and the filtered image people are trying to live up to. They've even termed it Snapchat dysmorphia, where people get cosmetic procedures to look like their filtered selfies.
And this isn't just some abstract pressure, it leads to real medical intervention. The data is pretty clear. In 2024 alone, over 23,000 cosmetic procedures were performed on people 19 and under.
23,000. That's thousands of young people physically changing themselves to meet a digital standard. They are paying a literal and physical cost to achieve this perceived rank of perfection.
So we've established the enormous cost, financial, emotional, physical required to operate in these high visibility, high status tiers, whether it's a festival VIP lounge or a viral TikTok.
You're vulnerable, you're constantly being judged, and you're risking everything to stay at the top.
Which finally brings us to the flip side of the coin. The people who hold true power precisely because they exist at the lowest, most invisible rank.
The almighty janitor.
Exactly. Let's explore that strategic advantage of being obscure.
It's a phenomenal trope and a really compelling idea. The almighty janitor is a character who's at the bottom of the formal organizational chart low rank, but who's at the absolute top in terms of competence, skill, or actual power.
And what makes them so effective is that nobody pays any attention to them. Their obscurity gives them access.
In fiction, it's everywhere. You have the literal janitors, like Kurt Hectic in the video game MDK, who saves the entire Earth. Or, famously, Will Hunting.
Of course. The janitor at MIT solving impossible math problems because his genius has nothing to do with his official job title.
And then you get these fantastical versions, like Audie, the janitor in the game Control. He's this weird Finnish guy who seems to hold all the keys, knows all the secrets, and might be a sea god.
Right, and when the main character asks how he gets into these super secure areas, the answer is always something like, the janitor always has the keys. It suggests true influence operates totally outside the official channels.
The low rank masks this immense specialized power.
It's like the super bosses in the Persona games. The toughest challenges are always disguised as the most mundane characters. The goddess Izanami is a gas station attendant.
Elizabeth is an elevator attendant. Their low visibility is the perfect camouflage.
Or Steven Seagal in Under Siege, the best counter-terrorist in the world, working as a cook.
A cook. And the bad guys underestimate him every single time because of his role. It's the same with Gordon Freeman in Half-Life 2. The main villain shames his troops for not catching him because Freeman is not some agent provocateur or highly trained assassin, just an academic.
But this strategy isn't just for fiction, right? It works in the real world of politics and administrative maneuvering. The rise of Joseph Stalin is a chillingly effective example.
Okay, so when the Soviet Union was formed, the other leaders in the Politburo, the high-ranking theorists like Trotsky, they needed someone to handle the paperwork, the grunt work.
So they gave Stalin the role of general secretary. They saw it as a menial functionary position, zero political clout.
And they missed the power of that position because they were obsessed with the visible stuff policy debates, theoretical arguments. They looked down on logistics.
Which was their biggest mistake. Stalin used that low-status role to perfection. He controlled all the internal appointments, so he systematically filled key positions with people who were loyal only to him.
So by the time Lenin died and the real power struggle began,
Stalin already had this unstoppable, invisible power base built on bureaucracy and loyalty. Trotsky had ideas. Stalin had control of the entire party machine. He leveraged obscurity to gain absolute power, while everyone else was focused on the high-status debates.
That's the almighty janitor on a national scale. And on a much more mundane level, you also see really smart people intentionally working low-status jobs as a kind of strategic smokescreen.
Precisely. This is often to satisfy tax authorities. If an agency sees that someone is employed as, say, a cleaner earning minimum wage, they tend not to investigate any further. They're overworked, understaffed.
So the low-status job is like documented poverty.
Exactly. And that frees the person up to pursue other, often high-paying side jobs, part of the gray economy where no tax is declared. The perceived low rank acts as a strategic camouflage, protecting their real wealth from any scrutiny.
Wow. We've gone from the $1,200 VIP toilet pass, which is all about visible status, to the administrative genius operating in the shadows, leveraging his low rank as his greatest asset.
The core tension is always that visible status demands a high, often reckless cost, while true leverage, true competence, it thrives when it's ignored.
And to connect this all back to the pure absurdity of seeking extreme visibility, we have to talk about the Burger King stunt.
Oh yes, the case of the performance artist Peter Pawlenski, who famously nailed his scrotum to Red Square, a stunningly high-risk act for visibility.
An act that guarantees you will be seen no matter the cost.
Right. And then Burger King, in a bizarre move for attention, creates a limited edition menu in tribute to his acts.
I still can't believe that happened.
And their PR consultant explained it perfectly. He said, all PR is good PR except for an obituary, which perfectly mirrors the deadly stunts on TikTok. You are literally risking death to avoid the obituary of just being irrelevant or obscure.
So what does this all mean for you? We've established that power structures are often defined by what the masses, what they ignore. If status is all about climbing the ladder that everyone sees, what invaluable resources or opportunities are you missing by constantly looking up?
We've seen that the person who cleans the floors often holds all the keys. So what's your own janitor's role? What is that necessary, maybe tedious task in your life that holds low perceived value, one everyone else dismisses, but whose intimate access and administrative necessity might actually be its greatest strategic strength? Look down, not up, for the real levers of control.